What does Modelon do and why is it important for system engineering? Let's talk about that next. Modelon, what do they do? Well, to answer that question, we need a little bit of context. Frankly, it cuts back to system 1D simulation. So the idea here is that you can create a diagram of your system. And imagine in each block of the diagram, you have formulas and equations that represent the behavior and the functionality of that subsystem or that component. Think of something like a transmission. You can model up equations, give it an input, and you get an output. So if you build up a whole bunch of blocks representing all the different subsystems or components of your system, you can run a simulation of that, passing inputs and outputs to all these different things, and the behavior of the system will emerge. Typically, you wouldn't even get that till you get to a prototype, which is too late in the development cycle. You're going to run into significant delays and costs if you do that. So there are a whole bunch of tools out there that will let you develop these 1D simulations of your system. The trick is, where do you get your block components? And are they accurate or not? Those are two really big questions. The first is, where do you get your components? You could certainly create your own library, but you're talking about delaying the development of your 1D system simulations, right? So if there's a library, which is what Modelon does, if there's a library that you can reuse those components, then you're accelerating the development of your 1D simulation, the development of it. The second thing is accuracy. So these 1D block components representing a transmission or anything else, well, how accurate is it? Because if you have one component that's off, it can throw off the accuracy of your entire system's simulation. So what Modelon has done is they've actually validated a number of their components to be accurate and representative of subsystems and physical components. So you're getting reuse and you're getting accuracy. So this is actually a pretty big enabler for systems simulation that not a whole lot of people are talking about. Many organizations are kind of digesting this concept of a 1D simulation and how it can be abstract and still represent the system. The next thing to grab a hold of very, very quickly is you need a library of these components that you're going to reuse, and they need to be accurate. And so that's the advantage that Modelon provides, and they have a vast array of components in their library. That's it. Take care and talk soon.